Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to math class. Today we are going to talk about solving two-step equations. These are equations that involve more than one step, as hopefully you can imagine from the title, two-step equations. Let's say I had an equation that looked like x minus 2 equals 7. This is a one-step equation. Our one step is add 2, x equals 9, right? We've done this. We feel good about this. We love this. This is the best. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make our equations have more than one step. So we're going to say something like 3n plus 7 equals 16. 3n plus 7 equals 16. And now when we're solving a two-step equation, we want to work backwards. So normally, when we talk about PEMDAS, we talk about, I got to do my multiplication and division before I do my addition and subtraction. Not when we are doing the inverse operations. Remember, inverse means opposite. So think about opposite. Think about the opposite of PEMDAS. So in something like this, I'm actually going to want to minus 7 over here first. Get rid of all my terms that are not related to my variable. See how this 3n is one thing, and then this other term over here, this 7, doesn't have a variable to it. I want to get rid of my terms that don't have a variable first. But I do the same thing. I minus 7 from this side. I'm going to come over here and minus 7 over here. This is going to leave me with 3n on one side equals 16 minus 7 is 9. Now that I have my variable, the term with the variable in it all by itself, now I'm going to do my divide by 3, and I'm going to get n equals 3. Okay, so when I'm solving my two-step equations, I want to be working backwards. We'll leave our work backwards in here so we can remember to do that. Let's change some colors up, get us a fresh view on math. Let's say I have something like, n divided by 3 plus 7 equals 22. Same thing. Do you see I have two terms? I have one term here that has my variable in it, and I have one term that doesn't have a variable. Well, I want to get rid of that term that doesn't have a variable by doing the inverse operation. Minus 7. This gives me n over 3. That's what's left over here. Equals 15. Now, n over 3 is division, so let's times by 3, and I will get n equals 45. All right, so we want to work backwards in order to solve these problems. Sometimes we might see a problem, and that problem is going to look like this. R plus 7, I don't know why I'm all about 7s today. R plus 7 divided by 4 equals 5. R plus 7 divided by 4. And this is when we have to do things a little bit backwards from when we were doing things backwards, so almost a little bit frontwards. But if you look, I have two unique terms here. We've talked about this before, where when I look at a equation with division, the top half and the bottom half are like they're in their own parentheses. That's their own grouping. So we want to be able to, we can't do anything up here until we get rid of our bottom grouping. So if we're in a situation where the whole equation is divided by something, we want to times by that number to get rid of the whole equation. the whole denominator. So the whole denominator is gone when we multiply both sides by whatever the denominator was. And this is going to give us now r plus 7 equals 20. And then we're going to go through and we're going to minus 7, and get r equals 13. So, most important when doing this, I ran into my other letters. Whoops. Work backwards. Hey, look, I almost got rid of them. Oh, man, almost had it. Work backward to solve our equations. All right, one more for you, and we will be on our way. We will say go ahead and let me know what y equals, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.